So I don't know why, but for some reason, I have to start my lives dancing. So hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chrissy and you are watching Chrissy's Craft Room. If you're just catching this, then we are probably no longer live, but I am going to do what I always do and link the live in my Facebook group. So let me just grab my iPad and link the live in the group. So those of you in there can hop on in. Hello everyone, good afternoon, happy Monday. It's Monday today. Can't even grasp that it is already a new week. So welcome. Say hello when you hop on in. I'm just going to share the live in the group really quick. Hello Cheryl, how are you today? And we will get started, and I'm hoping that this live is a quick one. I'm going to try and move quick today because I started a little bit later than I had originally anticipated. But either way, we're gonna get some really fun stuff done today, and hopefully you guys enjoy today's video. So while you're here and while you're waiting for me to get started, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. And as soon as I link this in the group, we will get started, okay? All right, it's almost done. Okay. So it is posted. Hey, good morning everyone, or good afternoon. It's already 1 o'clock. I can't even. I'm like all over the place with time. I'm like, is it Monday? Is it morning? What's going on? All right, so I just linked the video into the Facebook group, so hopefully we'll have more members hopping on in. But I wanted to give something a try today. And I have been wanting to do a full marble tumbler without using any glitter. I don't know if you guys have seen before one of my past videos. It's actually a how-to beginner video on how to create your own glitter tumbler and also doing a marble design. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll be sure to link that in the description as soon as we're done. But I wanted to try something a little bit different today, and I wanted to do a marble tumbler, and I haven't done a full marble tumbler. So today we're gonna go do that. But before we get into doing a full marble tumbler, I wanted to do the base with alcohol inks. And so I've already prepped. As you guys know, I love using my 20-ounce skinny tumblers. So I've already sanded it and prepped it, spray painted white. And I grabbed a few of my favorite alcohol ink colors. You guys know that I love my pinks and purples and blues. So I grabbed a few colors of alcohol inks. And what I intend on doing today, let me just bring this a little bit down so you can kind of see what we're working with today. I have my Spin It in front of me, which hopefully she cooperates today. And I have my alcohol inks, and then I am going to be using acrylic paints and maybe some micas for the actual marble design. So I want to start by applying my alcohol inks to the tumbler. I kind of got my inspiration from this nail design. Let me grab my iPad so I can show you guys where my inspo is coming from today. And then that way you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to make with this tumbler. I love nail designs, and I love pulling inspiration from different designs. So I have been coming across these really cool like marble nail designs, and hopefully you guys can see that and there's not that much glare. But do you see all that, like that watercolor like marbly designs? So that's what I'm going to pull my inspiration from. It's where I'm starting, and hopefully, you know, I'm always saying hopefully, but hopefully it comes out the way I'm envisioning it in my head. So let's just jump on in and get started because I don't have too much time. So I may have to split this video, do the alcohol ink part first, go run and go get Emma and then hop on a little bit later to complete the marble, but we'll see. So what's gonna help me out with this little design is this little inky sponge. I got this at Michael's. It's spongy and it helps blotching like alcohol inks. So I'm gonna just grab my alcohol ink, put it on here and start stamping it on the tumbler. So I'm actually going to start with, let me just go through the colors we're gonna be using and then we'll get started because I have 3 Pinata colors and 1 Tim Holtz. So I have the 1 Tim Holtz is Wild Plum. And then the 3 Pinatas is Baja Blue, Senorita Magenta, and Passion Purple. So I'm gonna start with Baja Blue. And let me just grab my tumbler here and I'm gonna grab my sponge and I'm gonna just literally just dot on the alcohol inks onto the sponge, okay? And I'm gonna just start at the bottom because I wanna make sure that my technique is going to be, so there, you see that? I'm gonna just start dotting it on and I'm gonna be dotting it like kinda zigzaggy way, okay? And I'm going to do this all around the entire tumbler, but like dotting it and splotching it, okay? Because I want it to have a dispersed kind of watercolor feel to it. And I'm gonna have my alcohol ink here, so I'm gonna squirt some alcohol onto here and then just keep going all around the tumbler with this kind of like marbly effect I have going on here. Hey Crystal. So you see I'm just spraying my little pad with alcohol and then going over to give it that like watercolor effect. Okay. So that's the first color is blue. So now I'm going to go in with Passion Purple. And I need to put this down. Okay. So I'm going in with Passion Purple. I'm gonna grab my little sponge and dot it on. I'm gonna start at the bottom and just bring it down. Now this one is really dark, so let's see if I can. Okay. So that's what we have so far. And it's really dark on that side, so let me see if I can go in with some alcohol and maybe lighten it up. Okay, sorry guys, something's happening with my internet, so if we happen to get kicked off, I'll log right back in, okay? So I'm just dabbing on in between the pink, the purple and the blue. I'm going in with my little sponge and kind of trying to blend it in a little bit more. Now the purple actually came out a lot darker than I really wanted it to, but that's okay. We'll work with it because, you know, sometimes things don't come out the way you're thinking it, but this seems to be really like kind of making it a little bit lighter. Hopefully you guys can see it's lightening up in certain areas, which is what I'm looking for. And now I have this part that's open. I'm gonna go in with magenta because I want to have some more pinks in here. This is the one that was clogged too. Let me see if I can unclog it. This one's a little bit clogged still. So let's just move on. Let me see if I use Wild Plum instead. And this is Wild Plum from Tim Holtz. And it's still a little bit more purple, but we'll work with it. Okay. So far, this is what we have. And is dotting the bottoms. I'm gonna go back in with some blue. And this is going to be underneath our marble design. So this is just the base of the tumbler, and then we're gonna go in and kind of cover it and do some like marbly swirlies with alcohol, with acrylic paint and maybe some mica powders. So this is just going to be our base. Now I'm gonna take my alcohol and I'm just gonna squirt the whole entire tumbler. There's a little wet part, and see what kind of effect that gives us. Ooh, it's really lightening up really nicely. Let me go in this little and just going over with this little towel here that I have and splotching it so that I don't get any drip marks. And I like the way it's looking so far. It looks really pretty. Can you guys see that? Turn the light on here. This is what we have so far as the base. I'm trying to lighten this purple area that I have here that I felt was too dark. So that's why I keep squirting that one area with the alcohol ink, just trying to lighten it up and really get that area how I want it. Okay. So I think this is gonna be good the way it is. Okay, you see that? It's just kind of alcohol inks doing its own thing, which is why I love alcohol inks, because they kind of just do their own little thing, and each one always looks a little bit different than the next. So I'm just gonna go in with some alcohol again on my little sponge. Keep going around the entire tumbler, trying to give it that like watercolor, whoops, sorry guys, that watercolor effect. And I went in with the plum, but I'm not really excited with how dark it looks right there. So I wanted it to kind of have like more of a light pink purple feel, but I didn't realize how dark the plum was gonna be, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it. That's it. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna leave it alone, okay? And I'm gonna let it dry. And in the meantime, while it's drying, I'm going to start mixing up my resin and getting some paints mixed. Back to the side. So I have some little plastic cups here. And for the base of this, since I'm only going to be using the resin to create like the marble look on top of the alcohol ink, I'm gonna go in with my Alumilite again, because you guys know me, I don't like to waste my faux resin on like the base of the tumbler or anything like that. So I'm gonna just go in with my Alumilite, coat the tumbler, and then go over it with the paints and all that stuff. And I think I have enough, so hopefully this is enough for the entire tumbler and for what I want to mix. If not, I'll have to go run and get my other one that's over there. I have another pack of this in the garage. So this is part B. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more, because I want to mix several colors together. I mean, I want to have several different colors for the marble. So I'm gonna just put what I have remaining of this pack in these cups, and then I'm gonna run to the garage and go get the new pack of Alumilite I have. So that way I can mix several colors, because I want to go in with some other blacks, and I don't know if I want to do gold or silver. I don't know. I gotta look at the tumbler and see. How I want this to look. So let's see what I have. This is part A, a little bit more. And then I'll go run and get the my new bottle so I can mix a few different colors. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? Okay, is that good? Okay, so let me just go and get my new Alumilite from the garage, and I will be right back. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so I'm back with my Alumilite again. Okay. All right, so this is what we have so far, okay? This is just the base of the tumbler. I wanted to give it like a kind of watercolor effect. on here. I went a little bit heavy with the purple. I really didn't want to have such a dark looking watercolor tumbler. I wanted it to be lighter, but that's okay. We're gonna just work with it. So let me bring the camera down so you guys can see. I'm going to be using my Spin It today. Okay. And hopefully she works well for me. I like using the Spin It because it's small and portable, and it fits here just nicely when I'm trying to do something quick. I want to sit down. I don't want to be in the hot garage. I can kind of just sit here in my craft room as I have my cup turner, my larger cup turner, set up in the garage. So sometimes, you know, it's nice to just be chill and work in your office or play. So there we go. It's looking good. It's on nice and even. Looks pretty tight. It's not going anywhere. So I am going to just mix what I have here first. Put that on the base of the tumbler, and then if I need more for the colors, I will go in and mix some more. Like I said, I'm going in with Alumilite just for the base of my tumbler. I use faux Rizzle for my final coats of resin. But when I'm using resin as my glitter adhesive, or if I'm using it to do a marble design or anything like that, or a beach tumbler, I use my Alumilite. So I'm not being extremely careful. I'm just mixing it up because this is going to go on the base. I'm not worried about any air bubbles or anything like that. So while I'm mixing this, I'm going to just grab a few paints that we're going to be using today. So we're definitely going to be going in with white. And the white paint we're going to be working with is the Apple Barrel White Matte Acrylic Paint from Walmart. And then I have a few more paints as well. Okay. All right, so let me get a few more cups laid out here. So we're almost ready to go and mixed up. So we're gonna be using white. I think I'm gonna go in. I have a new pack of paints here that I've been meaning to play with. I also got this from Walmart, and I'll show you what it is right now. It's a 12-pack acrylic paint from Folk Art. I can't remember the price, but I'll look it up and see how much it is, and I'll link that in the description if I can find it. So I'm gonna be going in with pink as well, and this is bright pink. And then for my black, let me see which one I have here. Okay, so then for my black, we are going to use, oh, you know what? I found Diva Pink. So this is bright pink, and then we also have Diva Pink. I don't know. I'm gonna leave them both out and see. And then I'm gonna be using this acrylic. It's called Coal, and this is also Folk Art, and it's an outdoor acrylic paint. And I got this one. It was on clearance. You can clearly see right there the clearance price for $2.50 for a 8-ounce little bottle here. So that's what we're going to be using. And yeah, let me start coating the tumbler here. We're gonna go in with a very small amount. Just to get it coated here, not so much. You don't want it to be gooping with resin. Put a little bit more. This little tray here is a little bit flimsy, but sorry about all the background noise. So now I'm just spreading it around because we definitely have enough resin on here and I don't want to overcoat it with resin. So I'm just supporting the base of the tumbler so that I'm able to rub it around. Making sure to get the bottom. You don't want to forget the bottom. Okay. So there we have our thin coat of resin here, and I'm just gonna let it spin a little bit. Just so that, yeah, see, I almost missed a spot here. So that's why I like to go over it again, just to make sure that there's no spots that start separating. And I want to shut this off for a minute because I need to straighten this out. It started dipping on me. Okay. And we'll just let it spin. Let me change out my gloves. Okay. So all right, so I am going to, I have quite a few bit of resin left, so I'm going to start separating it. So I'm putting some in this cup, which is going to be my white. Have some in this cup, which is going to be my pink. And then I'm going to actually just leave what I have in here like that for my black. So I am going to just squirt a little bit of paint into the resin. Okay, we really don't need a lot, and just mix it in. Gonna put just a little bit more because I want it to be really opaque. And now I am also going to be adding our mica powders to this. And the one we are going to be using today is our Pearly White. Did I not bring my popsicle sticks in here? Okay, let's see. All right. So I put a dash of my Pearly White mica powder in here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it has a little bit of a shimmer. just a little bit. I keep going back and forth, drop by drop, adding more paint until I get the consistency and the opaqueness that I'm looking for. Like I said, I want the white to be really, really white. So that's good for that. We're gonna do the same thing with the pink. And should I use Diva Pink or Bright Pink? I think I'm gonna go in with the bright pink. The same thing. I'm gonna just take my, where'd I put it? Here. Okay, just a little bit of the pink, mix it together. Okay, and then the last one we're gonna do is black. Let me grab an extra stick over here. Get it in there. Okay. I'm gonna mix up some black. And I'm gonna start with the white. Okay, and I'm literally gonna just take my little mixing stick here with a little bit on it and just start going up. Whoop. And I'm going all long ways in a diagonal up and down the tumbler. And I'm letting it do its thing as it spins. I'm just going up and down. And right now the lines look a little bit harsh, but it's going to even out as it starts to spin and set. It will start evening itself out. So that's the white. So I'm gonna just let that be for a little bit, and we're gonna go in with some pink. And I'm gonna just go very lightly with the pink. And I'm just taking my time, spreading the pink up and down the tumbler. Gonna go in with a little bit of the black now. I don't want the black to take over, so I'm not going up and down, back and forth like I did with the other one. I'm just putting a few lines here and there. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with the white again. And I'm gonna focus on the areas that I put down the black. Break it up a little bit. Okay, back in with the pink. Making sure to get it on the bottom as well here. Okay. A little bit more here. And that's it. Gonna just let it spin. Can you guys see good? I'm gonna bring you guys in closer. I wanna just, let me move this tumbler down, okay? And yeah, all right, I'm gonna just let it do its thing right now. Just wanna make sure you have visible lines in this area. I just love how the base colors are still peeking through the acrylic paint. And it's really pretty. I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer. There's a little dot there, okay. And then I'm just gonna spin, let it spin and let it do its thing. Give me a minute to get you guys in. Let me see if I can turn you guys around because I think you'll get a better view of it. So this is what it looks like so far. You know, as it spins, the colors and the paint is gonna do its own thing. It's gonna spread out, it's gonna create its own little design. But all in all, I really like how the colors are blending together. And I'm gonna just go get my heat gun, warm it up just a little bit, pop any bubbles that may be coming to the top, and that's it. So, I just wanna say that I'm super happy with how it looks so far. And considering the image that I had in my head as far as what I wanted this tumbler to look like, I think it came out a little bit different than I had originally intended it to look like. But I'm still really happy with how it's coming out so far. So if you enjoyed this live and this little tutorial on this alcohol ink marble, I don't know, tumbler, then give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Is there anything that you would have done differently? than what I did today. Have you attempted a tumbler like this? Let me know. And don't forget to join my Facebook group. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video today, and I will see you guys in our next video. And I will be sure to post a picture of the tumbler in the group, and I'll leave all the information of everything that I used today, the resin, the paint, and the mica powders. I will leave that all down below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I will see you guys again in our next video. So that's it for today. Love you guys, and see you later. Mwah!